Hello and welcome. The purpose of this video is to talk about the online library that exists on the FCC website. In this system, all of the information that's in textual form is stored in books. A book has several pages and each page has several sections, and then you can have images associated with a section is how it's broken down. So that's the equivalent of what people now call a wiki, but that's essentially the function. So what I want to talk about are the libraries for getting this textual information. It's broken down into two major areas, and then there's a whole bunch of links all over the place that access these books. So first you go into the members only menu, click on the menu, and it opens up this extensive list. If you're a new member, you'll want to go up into this one area here called Select Links for New Members. And this will give you a list of beginner links that are important to you. So there are beginner topics. For example, if you want to find out about competition, or composition rather, click this link and it'll open up a document that was produced by Robert Burdan in 2004. And it goes through all of the major components of composition. It will give you a basic introduction, and then if you want to find out about the concept of lines, it will give you a description. If you want to talk about color, for example, it'll give you descriptions of color and talk about complementary and analogous and other types of colors. So there's lots of different information in here that tells you about how to compose your images. If you want to learn about digital photography, here's a bunch of digital photography links. If you want to get the most out of photography, this is a presentation that was produced by Bob Christopher a number of years back, talking about all kinds of different topics specifically to photography. And if you want to get a list of links related to editing your software, and here's some digital links that may be of interest. And that's the rest of this section. So it goes through and it talks, there are basic beginner topics, there are intermediate topics, there are some workshop presentations, etc. So you can go through all of this link information. The other section is down here in the reference library, and in the reference library you can open up the how-to guides, and this basically gives you all the how-to guides that are currently on the website. So for example, if you want to achieve a personal style, here's a description on how to achieve a particular personal style in photography. Want to create slideshows. Here's a document that I produced a while ago on how to produce a slideshow. And then you can get a list of all the how-to guides. So these are all the how-to guides in the system. So as you can see, there's quite an extensive list in the library currently on how to do all kinds of different things. Like for example, here's one that I wrote a while ago on how to produce the solarization effect. How do you go from this image on the left to this image on the right? And if I click on it, I go through the Photoshop process of actually creating this image. And I give a couple of examples of how I actually pulled this process off. So this is the reference library. And so you can review all kinds of different things that are in the reference library. Thank you very much.